Yeah, so this happened. So here we see what these front daytime running lights are meant to look like when I have the ignition on. But here's what they actually look like. Not again. Let's fix this, shall we? So, let's start with just turning the ignition off, seeing as, you're dealing with electrics and everything. So, here's a pretty simple part of the process. We're going to turn the wheel, and then take off this plastic panel that's positioned directly behind the DRL light. That's the last point where I will ever say anything is simple on this piece of work, because everything else is stupidly engineered. So, now we're just going to reach up in there and try to take off this plastic piece, and you can even see we've got 2 people working on this at the moment. It shouldn't be that difficult just to change a single bulb, and hey, we can even see the bulb right at the top there. So, how about we just go and unscrew it?
Have a look. Yeah, I'm going to get my hand down now, will you, mate?
It was at this point where we resorted to drastic measures. We tried several different types of pliers to see if we could get just enough grip on that bulb to twist it out, because who would have thought a bulb was this difficult just to unscrew? So as you can see, this was going to take a long time. So I've been nice and I've sped this up 4 times so you don't have to sit through the entire thing. So at this point, I think you can fully grasp how much we were struggling with this. So to save even more time, let's just skip to the point where we actually managed to use the plier technique to get the bulb out.
Let me go. Let's go through this. You little waster. Please.
Oh, finally. So as you can see, the bulb is finally out. You can see the hole in the actual light fitting where you can see it's been taken out, which means we get to have a good look at this little arsehole that's cost us so much time. But now it's time for the best bit, doing the entire process again in reverse to install the new bulb. So now it's time to test the new bulb to make sure that there's no electrical issues that would take even more time to fix. There we are. And now it's time to force this back into the place of which it came for it to inevitably fail again. How fun! Alright, it's back in the housing. I can see it in here, look, it's sat.
Yeah, it's sat, dude. I gotta click it round now.
It was clear that putting it back in was not going to be any easier than taking it out, so we devised a plan. No, this is not a joke. We were going to use Vaseline to help lubricate the plastics as it went around because, yes, it's plastic on plastic. Who would have thought that would have bound? And also, hopefully, when we have to take this off again, as this is the second time in 4 years that this light has failed, we can also get it off easier. Now, to cut a stupidly long story short, eventually we did get it back on. So, we just need to put the panels back in place and test it out. We've got light in there, light in there. So in the end, we were in fact successful. It did take a while, but we persevered and we made it through. And if you're having the same problem, you've probably just come from my tutorial video. So keep watching that, or if you found this video by yourself, there's a tutorial video on my channel about exactly how to do this. And trust me, it's a lot more straight to the point and, informative than this one, where I kind of just aired my grievances that I had with this entire process. But if you enjoyed this, if you want to see more of my car stuff, so car spotting, reviews of cars, car repairs, then subscribe and they'll show up in your feed. But for today, that's been me, Ben. I hope to see you again very soon.